For this demo, we will be creating tube sponges with plasticine clay. Tube sponges are not coral. Corals are very complex, while tube sponges are a lot simpler. They are multicellular organisms that have bodies full of pores and channels, allowing water to circulate through them, but they have no tissues. Let's begin with making smaller tubular sponges like I have here in my mid-level sculpture example. Start with taking a piece of clay and roll it into a tube using the table for rolling. Take your cardstock paper and cut your rolled clay into your preferred length. Use your bamboo skewer to mark the top area and make a small movement to create a slight space within the tube. You don't have to go all the way through, just the top section of the tube. Once you're done, you can add it to the different areas of your sculpture. Using your wooden tool or bamboo skewer to secure it carefully to the clay on the base. You can add slight markings to the tubes for texture. Adding extra grasses within your tube clusters can also add to your piece. As we move into the high-level sculptural elements, you can make giant tube sponges that have a lot more form and texturing. Using the same sculpting principles in the mid-level, we're going to begin rolling out the clay. Till I have a nice funnel. I might edge my top like this so it's nice and ready. And then all I'm going to do is to create this is I'm going to take the point end of my bamboo skewer and in the center, now I'm not carving anything out, I'm just going to use it in this motion. I'm going to just constantly kind of add a slight bit of pressure as I narrow it through. I am careful of not going all the way through. You want to stop about halfway, as this is just to give the illusion it has a full tube-like form, but we want to leave the second half stable so we can attach this piece to our sculpture later. Some interesting things about giant tube sponges are they can be found in both seawater or even fresh water. They are very versatile and can be found growing on anywhere from hard rocky surfaces to sand, mud, or even can grow off of floating ocean debris. Here, I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush to create a unique looking texture around the barrel of my tube sponge. Tube sponges are very textured and each species looks a bit different. They come in a wide variety of colors and can grow in cluster groupings. It is common for them to grow side by side with other corals in a coral reef. When you're done texturing, figure out where you want it on your sculpture. Think about the levels of your sculpture and where it will give the most visual interest. Since it's part of the high-level elements, these tube sponges sit taller and may look good amongst the mid-level elements. Use the end of your bamboo skewer to secure the bottom edge of your tube sponge to your sculpture. Here is another grouping of tube sponges done in a different color palette. I did these for my high-level sculpture example. I started with a firm bottom and attached them one at a time and made them vary in height and width. I made little crevices and nicks on the sides of these as well. Alright, well there you have it. This is how you do tube sponges with plasticine clay.